When the much-loved Great British Bake Off left the Beeb for Channel 4, many feared it would go off the boil. But this 8th series has been as sizzling as ever. Tonight we'll see Sophie, Katie, Pictured, and Stephen go head-to-head in the GBBO finale tonight. Its saucepans on standby as rivals Sophie Faldo, Kate Lyon and Stephen Carter-Bailey battle it out in the grand finale. Here, we look at their chances and round up the series' biggest talking points. Kate Lyon, 29, health and safety expert. Things have gone swimmingly for Kate. Her Instagram feed is of bikini selfies and holiday shots, which show why she has been such a hit among male viewers. Copyright Mark Bordil and Love Productions. Channel 4 images must not be altered or Kate, from Merseyside, took part in Bake Off alongside studying for a master's degree in occupational health and safety. Tonight she even promises to do a naked cartwheel if she wins. The big wonder is how Kate, from Merseyside, finds the time to get so much done. Before the show she worked time as a health and safety expert while also doing such diverse hobbies as yoga, blacksmithing and furniture restoration. Kate's bikini-clad Instagram feed shows why she has been such a hit among male viewers. Tonight Kate will promise to do a naked cartwheel if she wins. Then she took part in Bake Off as well, while studying for a master's degree in occupational health and safety. Kate says, "I have a time job and was studying for my master's exams all through filming, which meant I didn't have much time to practice. It was hard to fit it all in. Sometimes it was a choice between sleep and baking." During the show Kate sometimes had to choose between sleep and baking. Kate's best bake-off moment came when Judge Prue Leith asked for the recipe for her sticky toffee apple cake. Best moment, her sticky toffee apple cake topped with fireworks got her named Star Baker. Judge Prue Leith asked for the recipe. Worst moment, week 5 was a dessert disaster. The 29-year-old has diverse hobbies as yoga, blacksmithing and furniture restoration. Her molten chocolate puddings and Earl Grey and lemon pudding with custard were stated by the judges. Funniest moment, getting inundated with marriage offers as the series progressed. Some men even offered to divorce their wives to get hitched to her. Kate has been inundated with marriage proposals throughout the show. Sophie Faldo, 33, former army officer, the exceller, whose Instagram feed is of action shots, had a different battle on her hands when it came to overcoming the stress of the final. Psychology graduate Sophie discovered her love for baking when she offered to make a cake for a pal, never dreaming it would lead to her being named bookies' favorite to win GBBO. Sophie is the bookies' favorite to win the show, but despite consistently rustling up some of the best bakes on the show, while seemingly shrugging off the pressure, she was in danger of going AWOL ahead of her last trip into the tent. Sophie, who lives in Surrey with her boyfriend David Slattery, says it was a very different feeling walking in for the final. "There was so much more riding on the last week, and I certainly felt that." The ex-army officer discovered her love for baking when she offered to make a cake for a pal. "I miss the people and knowing we were part of something really special, but I don't miss the pressure." Talking of the judges, she adds, "I think there is an assumption that everyone wants to impress Paul Hollywood because he has historically been the harshest judge on the show. But Prue Leith has a very impressive background and has judged food from some of the world's best chefs, so she knows her stuff. Sophie has consistently rustled up some of the best bakes on the show and, after all, they have equal say in who goes home, so we wanted to impress them both." Best moment, the Les Miserables challenge. This complex piece of Belgian pastry was the hardest technical challenge ever set in GBBO's history, but Sophie emerged with flying colors. The psychology graduate admitted feeling the pressure of the show's last week. Worst moment, Sophie had a rare off day when she tried to bake a rum Nicky, a Cumbrian pie, but produced something uncharacteristically stodgy and dry. Funniest moment, trying to sculpt a piece of chocolate into the shape of the neck of a champagne bottle. What she actually produced looked more like male genitalia. Julia Spread sculpture snail gives Paul Hollywood the giggles on Great British Bake Off. Stephen Carter-Bailey, 34, works in marketing. Cake King Stephen beams with delight as he hugs Mom Judy. If she hadn't got him interested in baking, he would never have ended up in the Bake Off final. His take on healthy home cooking has made him a worthy contender for this year's crown, and helped him shed 5 stone. Steven admits he wishes he could go back to since his time on the show. Steven has been busy creating elaborate cakes for friends' special occasions, and he is having so much fun he is even considering the career change. Steven, from Hertfordshire, says, "I don't think my life will ever be normal again, and that is both terrifying and amazing at the same time. Change always used to scare me, but this time I'm going to try to enjoy it." Steven beams with delight as he hugs Mom Judy, who got him into baking. "I have dreams that I want to work towards, and I now know that I can achieve what I want if I put my mind to it." He adds, "When I got to the final, the reality hit and I didn't know what to think. I am still amazed I made it, but also incredibly proud. I miss it terribly. Despite the stress and nerves, I enjoyed every moment in that tent and wish I could go back." Channel 4 images must not be altered or manipulated in any way. Channel 4 picture publici. Since leaving the show, Steven has been busy creating elaborate cakes for friends' special occasions. Best moment: his legendary chocolate cake that looked like a bacon, lettuce and tomato sandwich had the nation drooling. Worst moment: a disastrous semi-final, producing raw shoe buns and a lackluster showstopper. Many fans claimed he should have gone, rather than Stacey Hart. Channel 4 images must not be altered or manipulated in any way. Channel 4 picture publici. Steven's take on healthy home cooking has made him a worthy contender for this year's crown. Funniest moment: by sheer luck, the show was edited to look like Steven was the first person on this series to get a congratulatory handshake from Paul Hollywood. In fact, rival Sophie had that honor. Bake Off's Paul Hollywood makes an Italian flag gaffe while judging Pizza's Bake Off's Best Bites Phallic Bites. Julia, whose bread snail looked like a man's bits, wasn't the only one to cock up. Lots of love for Liam when the cheeky baker left, fans wrote on Twitter. There's no point in GBBO without Liam. Controversy on the show: when Joker Noel hid in a fridge, it got a frosty response. 55 people complained to Ofcom. Prue's rude jewelry: Musleith's most eye-catching necklace was of various sized balls, and looked suspiciously like a toy. Intense drama: medics were called after Kate chopped off the end of her finger and, blood everywhere, slumped to the floor. Smuttiest innuendo: not from Noel or Sandy, but from Stacey. "I've got a big crack, it's going to leak everywhere." Fielding's flair for fashion: Noel's wacky print shirts were a big talking point. Everyone was really raving about this Raven number. The best showstopper: Flo Atkins excelled in the illusion cakes round, with a melon so real Prue said it should be in a grocer's. Worst bake of the series: Italian Week saw lots of misshapen margaritas pop out of the oven. Even finalist Kate fell at this hurdle. Unlikeliest flirtation: Sandy cooed over baker Chris Geiger's cookies. He said it's isn't it, she replied orange, and Towie's Gemma Collins wears very daring see-through swimsuit in Tenerife. Liam Payne blames X Factor producers for his weird exit from Saturday's show. Deck jokes about disheveled pics and says hell now wear tux to shops. V Festival is over after 22 years, confirms Virgin boss Richard Branson. Holly Willoughby stuns in lilac gown at Pride of Britain Awards moment: Roxanne Pallett confronts two lads who harass her on a train.